Okay, so moving on to the second half of today's training. It's going to be great. I think it is social media. And we have two amazing trainers to teach on social media. It's a very passionate topic of mine. So first, I'm going to introduce a good friend of mine who I've known. We used to work at Verizon Wireless doing sales. He was in management. He was in business sales. And I think 7 months ago, we met for a beer. I sold him solar. He joined Power, and 20, 25, 30 deals later, primarily from social media, posting, also ambassadors. He's doing pretty good. So Jeff Hugh, if you'd like to jump on and share your screen and give us some nuggets, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it. Can you guys all hear me?
Good.
You're fine.
Cool. Thank you. Let me share my screen here with you guys real quick. 1 second here. Oop, it's a lot of stuff there. All right. Can you guys see all that?
Boom.
Perfect. All right. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Jonathan, for having me on this morning. Really appreciate you having me. Yeah, so social media. So like Jonathan mentioned, I started Power about probably like 8 months ago now. And ever since the beginning till now, I've only really used social media as my method of lead generation. I know there's other methods that people use like door knocking, cold calling, things like that. But for me, social media has worked very well for me, been pretty successful. So just want to share with you guys the power of social media, and let's just get right into it. So some of the key benefits of social media. The first one is you're actually able to reach hundreds of followers just by posting on a daily basis. And that also depends on how many followers you have. Like have like roughly about 1,000, but it's really cool because if I just post something solar related, I'm literally reaching all of my followers in just one post. And imagine I'm doing it 2, 3, 4 times a day. I'm literally just impounding these solar content into these people's heads every single day. So it's also a way of free marketing as well. So literally, if you look at my third bulletin there, it's very cost effective. It's actually free, no charge at all. You don't have to pay anything. The two apps that I mainly use is going to be Instagram and Facebook. Those are the two main ones that I use. And what's cool about Instagram and Facebook, they're owned by the same company called Meta. So if you actually post something on Instagram, it actually automatically posts that same content over to Facebook. And the beauty of that is sometimes you'll have people on your Instagram that's following you on Instagram, but they're not following you on Facebook, and also vice versa. So you're actually able to hit both platforms with just one single post. So other people use LinkedIn. I know Jonathan uses LinkedIn a lot. YouTube is also a really popular form of social media. If you guys are comfortable on camera, recording yourself, sharing content, that's also another great way. I personally just use Instagram and Facebook. And so far that's been pretty successful for me. Also, another thing with social media is you're actually able to build rapport, and that actually transitions to warm leads. And what I mean by that is when you have someone following you, well, as far as my Instagram goes and my Facebook, I'm posting not only solar content, I'm also posting my personal lifestyle. So whether it's me going to like sporting events, like I'm a huge Laker fan, love the Dodgers, LA Rams. So I'm posting things like that on my Instagram. I'm posting things that I like my cars and, going out to dinner. So when people follow you and you're posting solar content, trying to get leads, they're also looking at all your other content that you have on your page. So I've had a few clients reach out to me because they're interested in solar, and they'll go through my Instagram page and they'll see Laker content, sports stuff, car stuff. And in our Zoom presentation, they immediately tell me like, oh, I noticed that you're a Laker fan, and I noticed that you're, a football fan, whatever. And we just instantly build that connection just based off social media. That's even without me even talking to that homeowner at all yet. So they kind of already have a glimpse of your lifestyle. So you guys can kind of connect prior to the presentation. So that's been working pretty well for me. And also the convenience, like I said, it's absolutely free. And it's also right in your pocket, just right off your smartphone. You can literally just put a post on there, take 5-10 minutes to do a post, anything solar content related, and just like that, you just reached your message just got reached to all of your followers within a few minutes. And last but not least, another key benefit is personalization. So you're actually able to post whatever you want to post, whatever is on your mind that you want to share to people regarding solar, whether it's benefits of solar, a quick little video regarding solar content. You can personalize it to whatever you want to share with your friends and family. All right, let's move on to the next slide. So I just want to show you guys this little quick statistic. So 7 out of 10 Americans use social media to connect with one another, share information, and entertain themselves. So that's a lot of people on social media. I know that number 7 out of 10 seems kind of small, but if you look a little further down here, that equates to 223 million Americans in the US using social media as of 2020. So I'm pretty sure right now we're in 2022, I'm sure that number has increased. But that just shows you that social media is everywhere. Everyone has it. If you look to the right on this graph right here, this is going to show you age groups. So 18 to 29, 30 to 49, 50 to 64. And I want to show you guys between ages 30 and 49, out of all Americans in the United States, 81% has at least one social media site or platform, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. 81%, that's really high. And if you look at age group 50 to 64, that's 73%. Okay, so it's safe to say that if you look at ages 30 through 64, the majority of homeowners in America fall in that age group, right? As far as my past, 15, 16 clients that I've helped gone solar, all of them are within 30 to 64 years old. So a lot of homeowners are actually on social media of one platform or the other, whether it's, I'm pretty sure Facebook is probably number one, and Instagram is probably right underneath it. But that's why I encourage you guys to download both of them. Just use both, that we can reach as many people as you possibly can. And Jonathan always preaches, try to hit 5,000 followers as quick as you can. Literally just search people. Actually, once you join Instagram or Facebook, I believe they send an alert to your friends and family in your contact list that you've recently joined, and you can instantly just start following people that you know. So just start from there, and eventually over time, you'll grow your followers more and more as time goes on. All right, so these are some of the things that I like to post. People like to post their own different things, but I like to post these few items here. So for one, benefits of solar is really popular. Over here, you'll see an example of a post that my girlfriend actually created. There's an app you guys can download called Canva, C-A-N-V-A. It's an app that actually allows you to create your own content. It comes with tons of already pre-built themes for you. So all these graphics is already pre-made. So all you do is just input your own information. So this post is just pretty much solar benefits, $0 out of pocket, going solar as an asset, increases home value, so on and so forth. You guys can also take each one of these and make it just one post. So there's 6 different benefits here. Some people like to just do one at a time, so you can post more content as you go on. And then you can also post installs. That's really huge too. So anytime you have an install, highly encourage you guys, go to your installs, take a lot of photos, take pictures with the homeowner, and then post it. Show your followers that you're engaged, you're part of the installation process. You're not just there to sell solar, but you're also there to meet the homeowners. Take a picture. Like I like to gift a bottle of either wine or tequila, whiskey, whatever it is. Take a picture with the homeowner and then post it on your social media, so people know that you guys are engaged. Another really popular topic to post are memes and humor. So if you look down here, this example, you'll see a picture of Amber Heard. This is during the Johnny Depp trial. Picture of her crying. I guess for some people it's kind of humorous, but it says, thinking about how much money she could have saved by going solar, don't be Amber. So my girlfriend actually created this one. She posted it, and she actually got 2 leads just off this post right here. On the bottom, you'll see a link that says start saving now. You guys can put your own link down there to your landing page for them to get a quote right from this post, or Instagram or Facebook, either way. You can also film yourself. So me personally, I don't really film myself as of yet, but I know a lot of consultants, mentors, Empowered, they do it very well. Here's an example of Cynthia. She posts a lot of content recording herself. And Anthony Bonilla is also another one that is very comfortable in front of the camera. Jonathan Bernasso. So if you're comfortable on camera, you can also, instead of posting just items on social media, you can also post yourself talking to the camera, explaining the benefits. Ramsey Clark, another example of really good filming themselves content. And also power team. So post people that your coworkers, your colleagues. If you go to power events, just show people that, you know, we're a big family. We're not just one person selling solar. Show people that we're a whole entire team. And this is a picture of us, a few of us at Topgolf, join ourselves here, posted this, and just to show people that we are a huge family. And last but not least, you can also do reposts. So repost meaning, like, if you follow myself or Cynthia, Jonathan Bernasso, Anthony, you can also take their content that they've posted on their Instagram, and you can just do a screenshot and you can actually post it onto your own. If you sometimes, like for example, for me, I'll run out of ideas sometimes, and I'll see someone post an install or benefits of solar, whatnot, whatever the case may be. I would just take their content and just post it on my own, and everyone should be totally fine with doing that. And last but not least, I'll leave you with this quote. If people aren't complaining that you post too much solar content, then you're probably not posting enough. And I really strongly live by that. I like to post at least 4 or 5 solar content posts every single day. And I love it when my followers, a select few, not all of them, sometimes they'll comment, direct message me like, all right, man, I get it. You're in a solar. We get it, you know, like, and I love hearing that, because now I know that I'm in their head. So whenever they go out, meet their friends and family, and someone brings up solar, I'm instantly the first person they think about, because I've posted so much and I've ingrained solar into their heads. So I am the go-to person if solar comes up. So that's all I have for you guys. If you guys would like to follow me, here's my little QR code if you want to follow me on Instagram, or you can just search Jeff Hugh _ on Instagram and on Facebook, either one.
Sweet. Thank you so much, Jeff. I shared your links also for Facebook and Instagram in the chat, so give them a follow. Like he said, feel free to share our content. Team install, team event. We're going to give you some more content right now. So Jeff Hugh, mentor here in Southern California. Appreciate the insights. If you want to share your contact info in the chat, go for it.
Thank you. Will do.
Thank you. All right, I got one more speaker here on this topic. Kat is the Power Corporate social media manager. She runs the Power Social Instagram. She's helping me a little with social media. We might have some future announcements for you guys, how she could help some of you more. She's amazing, guys. She's going to be in Texas helping with the whole event. She's helping with it already in a big way. So live from Florida, Kat, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I guess good morning to some of you guys on the West Coast, but hi guys. Bernasso, thank you so much for the welcome. I know I've met some of you guys, seen some of you guys, but if I haven't previously talked to you, if you haven't seen me, again, like Bernasso said, my name is Kat. You may have seen me from the Masterclass Immersive 2 months ago. So really today is going to be like a little bit of an expansion from that presentation. And again, you can always go back and look at the recap video from that Masterclass Immersive And I'm also going to be touching upon a few things that Jeff Hugh also had commented on as well. He's got a lot of great tips. Really, it's incredible just to see all the faces on this call right now, because so many of you do a great job. And so I think that it'll just be really expansive and we can all learn from each other. But my job today is to make you even more of a content warrior. So let me get set up here so we're not just looking at my face and my crazy earrings. Okay, we're going. All right. Let's see. Can we see my creating killer content? Can we see it on the screen? Awesome. Cool. Can we hear me as well? We're all good on that?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about creating some killer content. So what the heck does this mean? So we're going to be going through Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. We're not going to touch on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts should be on your list if you're not already getting towards that channel. Definitely check it out a little bit. And again, I just want to have full transparency too, that, it's impossible to just be a master of all, right? It's impossible to be a master of all at this one time. So really just take a month, take 2 months to be like, you know what? I want to work on Facebook. You know what? I want to work on my LinkedIn presence. Don't feel like, and it's very common to feel this way with social media, even as a professional, I sometimes do too as well. You just want to grasp at everything. So just take one channel per month and say, I'm going to dedicate myself to this. Real quick as well, before we start going into channels, this is going to be one of the biggest takeaways. And actually, I don't want to just give myself credit, but I want to give a seller named David, who was on the Pioneer page a few weeks ago. And he had mentioned how we have such an expansive team, an incredible freaking team. And I had just seen that in Power Hitters, you have 1,000 members. I mean, how many opportunities do you have to have a strong knit family that has over 100 members? And so with how these algorithms work for all these social media channels, pretty much how it goes down is as soon as you post your content, within 45 to 60 minutes, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, occasionally Twitter as well, they're going to see how much engagement you get by sending out your content to a small group of your followers. Now, imagine if you made your post on Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, and you let your fellow team, you say, hey guys, I just made this post. If you don't mind, liking it, give it a comment, that'd be great. Imagine having 50 comments in the first 20 minutes. I mean, that's going to blow Facebook's mind, first off. Second off, you're going to get crazy exposure. I mean, how many other opportunities do you have to be able to confidently go and get help with getting this exposure onto your content? So you have a huge tool. Do not miss that opportunity. So I just want to say that first and foremost. So let's get on to Facebook, shall we? So of course, with Facebook, the types of content, I'm not going to go too far into the types of content because Jeff did a great job of that. So instead, we're actually going to go into the nitty gritty best practices. So first and foremost, when we have links, when you're putting links up to, whether it is going to your website or whether it is trying to get people to sign up for your email subscription, you really want to have the opportunity for your customers to make that action on your profile. Because the thing is with Facebook, and we're also noticing this with LinkedIn, when you attempt to take somebody off of their native platform, Facebook doesn't like that. LinkedIn doesn't like that. At the end of the day, this is a business. They want to keep the people on the platform. So make sure that instead of including your links on your posts, somehow have your website URL. I believe Jordan Shaw may be on this call. Take a look at Jordan Shaw's profile. He does a great job of being able to continue that customer journey without actually taking them away from the platform through a post. So that's a big thing. Another thing is video. This is, and I say this, do not disregard photos because the install photos are still incredible. Photos of, like Jeff had also mentioned, posting your outside life as well so that people can connect with you during these calls. Don't ignore the photo, but video is huge and you're going to get much more exposure truly across all of the platforms. So really make sure that you're trying to utilize video as much as possible and also make sure that it's high quality. And when I say high quality, I mean that, the video is lit up, it's not blurry, you're not being shaky, it's not crooked. Really take a few seconds before you even start the video, look at it, try to step out of your shoes and say, Does this look good? If I was a customer, would I be intrigued by this video? So just take that extra step. So remember, video is king. Make sure when it comes to engagement, really avoid using share with your friends or like this post in your captions. And you'll probably want to end up doing this with LinkedIn because Instagram and Facebook originally were kind of the key leaders. Now they're kind of following TikTok, which is pretty funny. But right now, Facebook has a bot that ends up looking at your post when you post it initially. And remember how we talked about that? You have that 45, 60-minute mark where Facebook is looking at your content, seeing what's going on with it. Well, one of the things that they're doing is they're having their bots scan your post to see if you do have share with your friends or like the post. These are trigger words, and that will actually have a negative impact on your post. So instead, just be a little bit more creative. Absolutely still engage in conversation, still, ask a question, or maybe even say a statement. Now be careful with this. Say a statement that could invoke emotion, not too much emotion. And I say that very lightly. So definitely if you're trying to get some emotion out of your viewers, be very wise about it. But still absolutely engage in conversation. Just eliminate the share with your friends or like the post. And last but not least, with Facebook, you're going to want to make sure that when somebody does comment on your post, especially if this is within that first hour, you're going to want to like their comment, you're going to want to comment to them, and then you're going to want to like your own comment. Because at the end of the day, thankfully, right now, AI is only so smart. So to them, they see, oh, that's 4 pieces of engagement. But in reality, it's just you and another individual. So a good little key there. So let's change to Instagram. Got some great content behind me. Kiara is one of those great people that you definitely want to look into. I'm continually impressed with the content that she puts out there. So let's talk about the nitty gritty with Instagram. So this is going to shock a few people, but hashtags on posts when you're doing a video post or when you are doing a photo post, not a reel, just for clarification, but if you're doing a video or a photo post, don't really bother with the hashtags. And I know that that's really shaking up some people. I get it. For most of my social media life, it's been all about hashtags. And the CEO of Instagram actually came on. I highly encourage you guys to look into this, but there is a creator account on Instagram. And that's where a lot of these new releases, these new updates come out. So I highly recommend you follow along. But he recently told us that hashtags don't really have much of a purpose on posts. However, you do want to include hashtags into your stories. And so how you would do this, of course, if you wanted to just blatantly put hashtag solar energy, okay, I do not recommend that because of the sake of premium quality. So what I recommend, let's say you just had a Power Day post. So let's say you were posting you and another seller. So what you're going to do, I would do hashtag solar company, hashtag entrepreneurship, hashtag solar networking. So what you'll do after you've typed those up, and that's the same way that you would type like a caption on an Instagram story. So you're going to take it, you're going to drag it to the center of the screen, you're going to drag away the photo, and then you're going to drag it back so that it covers those hashtags. So that way your Instagram story still looks phenomenal, it looks clean, but also in that same action, you're letting the content of the Instagram stories know what your story is about. So again, I know that might sound a little confusing. Hashtags, not important on the photos and video posts. Hashtags are important on Instagram stories. And I know that shook me too. Some people are like, what the heck's going on? I don't know. I'm just trying to survive this world, just like you guys with the Instagram. So let's go on to using alternative text. So I'm not sure if you guys have noticed before, but when you make a video or a photo post on Instagram, there's typically a little option that says alt text. And what that is for is because whether you have a website or social media platform, you have to make sure that you are doing the most that you can for individuals that may have disabilities. So this is actually a feature for that, but you can utilize it by, let's say you have a solar installation photo. Go ahead and in the alternative text, solar installation, solar energy system. describe what that photo is about. And that is like a secret little carrot that helps to push out that content even more. Last but not least, for as far as Instagram is going, original audio is best, which is perfect for you guys because so many of you are already so candid. I've talked to a few of you because I also help to produce Power TV. And so I know many of you are just have your own stories. You have such great personalities, like use it. You guys are in sales. So personally, I do not think that there's a reason for you guys to not be, talking to your phones. And I get it if you need to work up to that. I completely understand that. And I will give grace there. But I think eventually you should get to the point of, going live, having your videos, have it being you talking. And then see, here's the key with that is when you're talking, and especially with Reels and with TikToks, this is with TikTok as well. When you are talking to the phone, let's say you're like taking somebody through your process through the installation day. Well, then when you're about to post that, you'll notice beneath the caption, when you're posting a reel, you'll notice that beneath the caption, you'll see audio and it'll say original audio. Let's say you just had like, when you were going through your solar installation, you just had like a great takeaway. Like, at the end of the day, you just can't give up and you continually have to go and revisit that lead. Like, let's say you said something, you're like, dang, that was inspirational. Well, guess what? You should go to that audio. Again, this is when you're about to post the reel, it's underneath the caption. Go to that audio and like, let's say it's Rick Joseph. Let's say Rick Joseph just said this inspirational quote. He's going to say Rick Joseph hype. Then in the future, Rick's audio could end up being used on multiple reels. And entrepreneurship content it's been hot, it's still hot, it's going to be hot tomorrow, it's going to be hot the next day. That you not only now have the photo content that can get exposure, but Rick also has that audio piece content as well. And as soon as when people use that with their videos, you can go to the original video that it's from, and boom, that's another way for Rick to get exposure. So let's go on to LinkedIn. Let's see how we're doing with my timer right now. Okay, we are wrapping up. So on to LinkedIn. So again, I know that I had mentioned this previously with LinkedIn. Don't be using in your captions, like below, share this with your friends. Again, let's be a little bit more creative. You guys are sellers. I know you guys are wise with your words. So really use that skill of conversation and just put it into type on your LinkedIn posts instead of using the share with your friends like this post. Again, as a reminder, we're not going to use links to take somebody to your website. You should have in your profile, it should already be optimized so that if I were to go to your LinkedIn profile, oh, I see Larry McKinney's website right there. I don't even have to leave LinkedIn. Beautiful. So make sure that we're doing those two things. Last but not least, we are going to see, let me see, we already went over that. We went over that. Last but not least, we're going to talk about boosting your content score with LinkedIn. Make sure there are 3 components when it comes to your content score with LinkedIn. And it's not just LinkedIn that does this. Again, it's Instagram, it's Facebook that does this as well. The 3 things that make up that content score are likes, comments, and sharing. So of course, you're going to want to make sure that the post has value so people are going to like. Of course, you're going to want to make it engaging so that people are going to comment, but also think for your fellow sellers as well, is there a piece of content that you can create that's inspiring for them that will help them as well? What is a piece of content that can help your entire team? And again, going back to that huge resource that you all have of utilizing your community, if you end up getting 30 shares on a post, that's going to continually get pushed out. LinkedIn's going to love that. They're going to be like, this woman is awesome. Let's keep it going, people. Keep it going. Because when they have high quality content, more people are on their social media platform. Don't forget that. So let's do a little last cleanup. Twitter, I'm just going to go over this really quickly with Twitter. Twitter, really choose it as, do not use it as a broadcast, use it as conversation, and use it as industry updates. Let the people know what's going on with NEM3. Let them know why it's not cool. Let Floridians know, hey, just because we're in California, Florida, you need to look at this too. Really use it as a conversation starter. And so that's great for situations like this with NEM3. So again, you don't have to be committing yourself to all of these social media platforms and being a master of all of them at the same time, but know when to utilize them and know, okay, this is the time to focus on Facebook. This is the time to focus on LinkedIn. I believe we have some best practices. Yes, we do. So we have pay attention to optimal traffic times. This can be seen in your analytics almost anywhere. Doesn't matter what social media platform you're on. If you can't find it, you can always quick little Google search. Where are my analytics on Twitter? Where are my analytics on LinkedIn? You're definitely going to want to look at that. You're going to want to see who you're even talking to help you create better content. You're also going to want to see when they're the most active as well. And a key tip I want to make sure that I re-emphasize, I know I emphasized this on Masterclass Subversive. If it says that your audience is busy at 12 p.m., don't post at 12 p.m., post at 11:30 a.m. Again, that gives it enough time to get out there, and it's not going to, when you post at the exact time that everybody's on, sometimes they might miss something because there's already posts that have been there. So make sure that you post 30 minutes before your highest peak with your audience. Make sure you use a link tree. Linktree, highly encourage you guys to look it up. That's a great way to keep the customer journey going further, especially on Instagram. Social media scheduler, it's a huge time saver. It's just incredible the bandwidth that you get back by being able to pick one day in the week and just schedule out your content. Make sure you're using call to actions. This is a good old 101 for marketing. If you don't tell people what to do at the end, they're not going to do anything. So do not forget that. And I think that we have one more. Oh, tag your clients. Tag your clients on your installation post. I know, again, I think I gave him a shout out before, but Jordan Shaw did a great cover on that. Also check out Jordan Shaw's videos, his testimonials that he has with his homeowners. Those are some great examples that I highly recommend. So with that, now it's just time to go make some killer content. So thank you guys so much. I hope I see you all at Power World. And, you know, again, I just have to say that through Power TV, I've just come to realize that it's incredible how not one of you are the same. I mean, we have two twins on the Power platform, and yet even they have their own individualistic narratives that they can create their own specific content. So don't feel like there's something you haven't said before. Don't feel like there isn't some niche that you can't bring to the table with solar. You all have an incredible story, and I'm just really excited to see what you guys create. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Kat. Thanks for squeezing that all in. We really appreciate you. I went ahead and put your Power University Masterclass. If you want to watch her on stage, guys, click on that link. Any questions for Power marketing team at power.com. Kat, super appreciate your expertise in this topic. That was some pretty high level stuff, honestly. So look forward to everyone utilizing those tips and techniques. Thank you, Kat. I'm going to just give you guys some quick resources, and then we will wrap this up. So I went ahead and posted some of this already in the chat. And for those of you that are watching the recording, you can go ahead and look in the comments or the description, and I'll put the link there as well. So I created a folder here with tons and tons of marketing assets just to make your job easy. Tons and tons of marketing assets. So the 1,000 consultant party video we just had, there's photos, there's videos. Go ahead and share it. There is some images in here, basic tools for presenting, some door knocking tips, Earth Day. There's installation pictures if you just want to share some install pictures or copy other people's. There's logos, there's recorded presentations, a whole bunch of stuff in here. REC, Solar Saturday training. Power Day, June 4th, guys. In this folder, there are videos. There are 6 videos of every single speaker, 1 minute long. You should post those once a week. You know, so you have tons and tons of content in here, from the party to this Power Day. And then down here below, there's real estate and solar. There's a yard sign. There is a door hanger that you could fill out and send to your printer. right here. There's a door hanger you could use. So there's a ton of stuff in Power Marketing. I would try to save it and share it if you can, including Power Corporate Marketing Assets. So you have all of these images here that are super cool. If you haven't seen this, you could share one of these per week. You could share a motivational, inspirational quote once a week. So tons and tons of marketing assets in the drive. Definitely save that, bookmark that, share the videos, the pictures. And then lastly, I just want to say, often the reservation for people posting is they care too much. Oh, my family's going to see it. My friends are going to see it. My colleagues are going to see it. My last job is going to see it. I really preach this, guys. Nobody cares. Like Jeff said, he wants his friends to get annoyed. He wants them to be like, dude, I get it. Like 7 years ago, I had that issue too. Some friends were like, okay, like you're posting a lot of stuff. Nobody cares at all. Message it, post it. Every event is an opportunity to share something. Right now, this training on social media, the auto emails when you sell a deal, even if you're working on a proposal, hey, I'm working on this homeowner with a pool, installs, team installs, use your screen record on your cell phone, copy anyone's content, screenshot their content, share and steal Jordan, me, Kiara, Jeff Hughes content, and just get out there and post a ton of it right now, especially with summer. It's more important than ever. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. We'll do a little last Q&A here, but big shout out to Kelsa, our speaker today for California Net Metering 3.0. We have to fight for that. Huge shout out to Jeff Hugh and Kat for the social media teaching. Really appreciate you all being here.